What is your understanding of copyright law?
Well, I really don't have any, but I understand certain. Actually, I really don't.
Like, you're not allowed to take other people's work unless you cite them.
Plagiarize, you get fined or imprisoned, I think.
How often would you say you violate those laws on a daily basis?
Never.
Have you downloaded music without purchasing it?
Yeah.
Whenever I want to download a song, I guess.
Maybe 2-3 times.
How common do you think it is for others to violate copyright law?
I think it's very common.
It was probably pretty prevalent.
It's probably really common.
Would you change anything about the current copyright law?
I think they're pretty good right now.
I'd keep it as is.
Maybe enforce it a little bit more.
I'd leave it.
So what exactly is copyright? When your works are protected under copyright, they gain 5 independent rights, and an extra one in the case of music. The right to reproduce, the right to create derivatives, the right to distribute, the right to perform, and the right to display. As you've seen before, a big problem is that the majority of people don't realize what copyright rights are and as a result infringe openly upon them. This lack of understanding results in lots of content creators not being recognized for their work, and as a result, loss of revenue due to traffic going elsewhere. We headed down to the Charles A. Weston Museum of Fine Arts, located in Racine, Wisconsin, to talk to intellectual property lawyer Elizabeth Russell on what she thinks the effects of copyright infringement are.
What I see that affects individuals and the community most often, honestly, is misuse by individuals, by the small guy. Either intentionally thinking they won't get caught or just not understanding that what they're doing is actually copyright infringement.
With all the different media outlets for uploading, downloading, and sharing available today, it's easy to understand how someone might accidentally or unintentionally infringe upon copyright, but the punishment is just as harsh.
If the copyright owner has registered their work prior to the infringement, or within this other magic window of time, they're entitled to a measure of damages that the law actually says what it is, and it's a lot of money. Statutory damages can range up to $150,000 per infringement.
$150,000 is way too much money for the majority of U.S. citizens to pay, but at least you know you have the same rights as bigger studios according to copyright law, right? Well, that's where another issue with copyright law is found.
The difference is that the big studio has the resources to go out and enforce it, and you don't. That's not equitable, is it?
Content creators are unable to efficiently protect their content because they can't afford to go to federal court every time someone steals their content. This was the case with Liza Kashi, a content creator on YouTube. Back in November of 2015, she had one of her videos stolen and uploaded to Facebook, where it received upwards of 44 million views, more than 88 times the amount she got on her own YouTube video that she had uploaded. This translates to a huge loss of potential revenue for Liza because of all the people who watched that stolen video have less reason to go back and watch the video they already saw. Also, there wasn't any sort of credit at all to where the stolen video was found in the post, so those watching it wouldn't even be able to find her as well. Ethan Klein, a YouTuber with more than 1.25 million subscribers, interviewed her about what she thought about the whole situation.
Initially, I was getting a lot of tags and a lot of texts saying like, "Yo, I've seen your video on Facebook, like it's gone viral," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't even have a Facebook account. I'm really confused." So somebody sent me the link, and just to see this guy who was blowing up my video, at first I was like, "Yo, this is kind of cool. Like, this has a lot of views. I'm not even on Facebook. I didn't even have to try for this." And then I'm like, wait, this dude like straight up ripped off my content. Like, had I had a Facebook page and had I posted it, those would have been my views. I would have been recognized.
A way to stop things like this from happening, you might say, would be to get the platform or place it's hosted on, in this case Facebook, to do something to stop it. Well, these platforms are not obligated to do anything.
There's a provision in the copyright law. It's part of what they refer to as the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the DMCA, that basically provides a safe harbor for the platform.
fact of the matter is, these media giants are given way too much leeway and need to at least have a little more pressure from the government to put more effort into copyright issues on their platforms. There also needs to be a small claims court created in which smaller content creators that don't make millions off their content can dispute copyright infringement claims on their works. If no changes are made, revenue and recognition will continue to be stolen, and as a result make it harder and harder for smaller content creators to grow.